What is up, everyone? Here is a full breakdown today on this video of a gold trade that I personally took for, let's see how many pips it was, I can't really remember, around 320 pips on gold for buys, as you guys can see, that you guys will be seeing on screen right now. We're going to go over all the ins and outs, as always, how I executed this trade, how I found this trade, how long it take to obviously hit target, and everything like that. So let's hop straight into this. So as you can see on the hour, trade played out perfectly, hit our target for a 4.69 risk reward ratio trade, which is obviously fantastic. This trade was actually more on the lower time frame, so we're actually going to hop to the lower time frames to see this. So first things first, obviously, as we guys know, we are super high in the market right now, sitting around around all-time high levels. Obviously this big bullish push was from when Powell stated that Fed rates are coming, basically that they're going to cut rates, basically. So this is the market basically pricing all of that Fed rate cut in already prior to FOMC, where obviously in recording of this video, FOMC for me, it will be in the next week or so. So again, very high in the market. Obviously before the FOMC and everything, we are literally just following that trend of buyers momentum, squeezing as much out of that as possible, because once we hit obviously that FOMC week or FOMC, the FOMC result, we will probably start to see bearish flushes probably down to these levels here as whales start taking profit. And obviously because the FOMC has been priced in, unless we obviously get a crazy rate cut out of the blue, that shocks the market, basically, because all of this Fed rate cut is being priced in, essentially. So I'm just following the trend, looking for buys, obviously on this pair, in this range that we're in. I was actually looking at the 15-minute for an entry on this one, but looking at the 30-minute as another confirmation, as you guys can see here, we have the 230-minute EMA. And what I was looking at is, obviously, if we stay above this, obviously we're still in a really good spot to continue buys. But at the same time, I had noticed, as you can see here, we have a little bit of rejection at this level. We've got a rejection over the top. So we've got like a little bit of a reaction point here that we like to see, which is what I used for my stop loss here. And obviously as a entry point, let's hop down to the 15-minute, because this was more what the trade was based off. Let's zoom in. As you can see, at this point, we've got a rejection point here. We've got a wick of the rejection of this area. We've got the rejection here. And obviously reactions around this area. So this was my entry at this level here on the rejection of this reaction point here. And then the break above of this level here was my entry point. Break back above the level here, I entered at this point. So we did actually become very close to the stop loss level. Actually wicked it. But then, as you can see, we didn't get any break below this area. So we are still in this range, as you can see. And obviously, what do we do when we usually break this level? We at least come up to these levels here, right? As you can see, at least come up to these levels here. So this was my overall final target. I did go break even at this level here, which obviously I'll discuss in a minute. But as you can see, we come down, we've rejected this point, we rejected this reaction point, as you can see on the left here. Got the break back above, I entered at this level, was in drawdown, very close to the stop loss. Bear in mind the stop loss, I believe, was, about 71 pips, as you can see. And then we got the nice reaction and then continued move. I went break even at this level here. Let me just mark it in for you guys. So you can see I went break even at this level. And obviously with the fundamentals going on in the world and everything like that, obviously as the time I'm recording this video with FOMC next week, just squeezing out as much of that rate cut and pricing in as possible, and my thought would at least come back up to these levels here, as you can see, which we hit almost perfectly. So yeah, market came up. I got an entry at this point here. So I went break even around the 160 pip level. Didn't take anything off the table. I just let that run, break even overnight. And as you can see, overnight and into the morning, then hit take profit in the morning there as I woke up. which was obviously a really, really nice running trade there. So this was more of a fundamental based trade, obviously just based on everything that's going on. Obviously, Powell talking about rate cuts, all of those rate cuts being priced in, and then basically just really, really nice points of interest that, you know, gold loves to follow. You can see we've got the reaction point here. We can see we've got the reaction point here. We react at this level, so that was my point of interest. Obviously squeezing out as much of the buys as possible before FOMC, as you can see. So we got that really, really nice rejection as well, and then plain sailing up for a final target there of around 320, 330 pips, which was obviously of absolutely splendid move that we absolutely love to see, right? And of course, a massive reason how I'm able to find high probability setups daily is due to Market AI. Have you ever been scrambling on Twitter, on Bloomberg, on all these websites trying to find your fundamentals? You need to look no more. Market AI gives you all of your fundamentals in a very easily digestible way to add straight into the technicals of your trading. As you can see here on gold, higher time frame bullish, intraday bullish, giving you all the news of what's happening with this asset class right now, so you can make the best informed decision based on your technicals and add that fundamentals into your environment. You can add as many pairs as you like, and the AI system is going to compile all of the fundamentals going on in the world with that asset class and put it all in one place. You have a daily bias, so you can see exactly what's going on with the pairs that you like to trade the most. Currency news and data, equity news and data, all the economy news of what's going on in the world, a COT report as well, and a whole backtesting fundamentals page where you can backtest your technical setups in line with the fundamentals to see if that could have added an extra confirmation to your trading journey. And if you use the code DAN10, you will get 10% off this whole platform. And this is an absolute non-negotiable for you as a trader. It is going to transform you to whatever trader that you are now and take you to that next level. Obviously playing out, and of course going off this 200 EMA level, we rejected right off the 200 EMAs. So all the technicals as well as the fundamentals, which is all you can ever ask for in a trade, playing out to a T with a lovely risk to reward ratio trade there as well. So a really nice plain sailing trade, obviously for the day, and everything like that. If you guys want to know exactly how I manage a strategy, how I find the strategy, how it only takes me an hour a day to analyze, all you need to do is send me a message over on Instagram, or feel free to click the links in the description. That will give you all the info that you need. If you really, really want to get the strategy under your belt, we can make that happen. Literally takes me 1 hour a day. There's no excuse anymore for you guys being busy at work and everything like that. It's time for you guys to take your freedom back and learn a money-making skill that, as I say, takes you 1 hour a day with this exact strategy. Obviously throughout, you guys can look around my YouTube channel and see all the other breakdowns I've done as well. Obviously throughout, I'll put the profit somewhere on the screen. Feel free to put any comments below, any questions. Yeah, if you took this trade as well, obviously let me know. I would love to hear obviously what you guys have to say. But yeah, I'm rambling now, so yeah, profit will be on the screen somewhere, and I'll see you guys in the next trade. I hope you found this insightful. Let's go.